Many of you may have had the day off today. Congratulations. Your children or grandchildren got a day off from school. Many banks were closed, along with the New York Stock Exchange. And before we go tonight, let's explore the origins of today's federal holiday, Washington's birthday. Now I can hear you. You're probably saying, hey, whoa, 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 Pat, that's wrong. It's President's Day. And I'd kindly like to say, no, you're wrong. The phrase President's Day doesn't actually exist in federal law. Let me explain. For the first 2 decades of his life, George Washington celebrated his birthday on February 11th. It is the day, after all, that he was born, in 1731. But the date of his birthday moved in 1752. That's when British Parliament adopted the newer Gregorian calendar. It shifted Washington's date of birth from February 11th to February 22nd. And in the years that followed, Washington's legend grew. He led the Continental Army during the American Revolutionary War. He served 2 terms as the fledgling country's first president. For that and more, Washington was routinely celebrated around the country. But we can't talk about his accomplishments without mentioning his not-so-noble behaviors. Washington owned slaves on his Mount Vernon plantation. More on that another day. Following his death in 1799, Americans celebrated Washington's February 22nd birthday informally for decades. In 1879, it became a federal holiday. Congress officially designated the 22nd day of the second month of the year a holiday for all federal workers. And every year since 1896, the U.S. Senate selects a member to read Washington's farewell address. It happens around February 22nd. This year, Republican Senator James Langford of Oklahoma is scheduled to deliver the remarks February 27th. The name President's Day was proposed to replace Washington's birthday in 1951, but it didn't happen then and has not changed since. Then, in 1968, Congress passed the Uniform Monday Holiday Act. It designated certain holidays like Washington's birthday, Labor Day, and Memorial Day to be observed on Mondays. The reason? To give federal employees more 3-day weekends. The thinking was it would be good for business and the economy. The law took effect in 1971, and oh boy, did the deals start flying for cars, mattresses, and appliances. Okay, maybe not really. The new law combined Washington and Lincoln's birthday observances and moved them to the 3rd Monday in February. Because of that, we've not actually celebrated Washington's birthday on his real birthday in more than 50 years. The rise of the term President's Day began thanks to advertising campaigns in the 1980s. They celebrated the office of the presidency rather than just Washington or Lincoln. And that brings us to today, where the only drama surrounding all of this is in the area of punctuation marks. The whole focus is on that word, presidents. Is there no apostrophe? Does it go between the T and the S? Does it go after the S? The answer? Kinda depends. The Associated Press says no apostrophe, but more than a dozen states use the singular possessive, putting it between the T and the S, including the state of Oregon. Many others use the plural possessive, putting it after the S, including the state of Washington. That reflects that the holiday is meant to honor George Washington and Lincoln. But that apostrophe drama matters not to the federal government. Check out the federal law books, Title V, Part 3, Subpart E, Chapter 61, Subchapter 1, Code 6103. There's no such thing as President's Day. It's just Washington's birthday. And so now you know. That's the end of our show. Thanks so much for watching. But remember, the story, our story, well, that never ends. I'll see you tomorrow.